Hello, welcome back to another episode of Baldur's Gate 3. Today, we will be plunging more into the depths of the Underdark. I like doing a little dance, she's happy about it. We'll be starting out with a relatively challenging fight. Well, it can be. I'm going to go over here and we're going to do the south of the Underdark. You know, last time we did everything else. We're going to head to the south and do the Arcane Tower. Now this fight that we're about to do can be easy if you make it easy, but we're not going to make it easy. This playthrough is all about giving the beast content and making things, you know, a little bit fun for me as well. It's too quiet. That would explain why. Now we are surprised because we let it surprise us. Does mean I lose my first turn and probably won't get Dread Ambusher, but it is what it is. Alright, we have our Spectator. It's also bringing out little because they're level 4, not level 5. Little guys to help, but they're charms, so we want to keep them alive for now, you know. Let's get to it. Critical miss. The first time I ever did this fight, it kind of happened the same way, but the Spectator stayed in the darkness. And it made it pretty easy, honestly. Wow, just blasted me completely. The Spectator does not want to stay in the darkness, though. I think we just put Spirit Guardians on. Do big damn.
Gods, it's hot in here.
I honestly, Franker might actually just go down.
Over there.
Like, that may just happen. But Karlach and Shadowheart can do some big damn.
Fancy their chances.
Then it's all good. We'll do a magic missile with Gale, since he can do that. Can't fire through the darkness, so, you know, gotta do something else. I'm being bullied so hard. I'm surprised he didn't shoot us also. Shadowheart, take him out.
My turn. Eat it.
Dust on my tongue. I offer to parley, and he brings a Spectator. Twit. Quite ruined my ambush. Now, you are?
I'm Franker. You're welcome for the rescue.
Rescue? Helpless babes are rescued. I allowed you to assist me. I am Dhourn, third son of House Bartol, first rank evoker, and initiate of Graven Hollows. Oh. Oh no, no, my dear dark gods below, no!
A memory shard. A container onto which brief mental impressions are projected and stored for years at a time.
Look at the background. Right below where my face is. Fading. Seems like you've been frozen like that for a while.
Far, far longer than I realized. Then my enemies have already found the forge. Which bastard stole my glory? Zargrim? Filro?
You speak of the adamantine forge. Still hidden as far as I know.
Impossible. My rivals would have stopped at nothing. Unless... Huh. Ha! The fools must have turned back, or, better yet, died in the search. Good. If they had just surrendered their research to me, we might have found the forge together. But no, they hoarded their knowledge, left each of us clinging to scraps. I had the good sense to lock mine away in the shard. And now I can claim the forge alone.
What knowledge does the crystal contain exactly?
Bold of you to ask. The others knew of the forge's defenses, its operation, but I know where to find it. The rest I can figure out with time. Now I am the only one searching. Or almost the only one. You proved your power in freeing me, but I need no more rivals. Try to take this as a compliment, yes?
Yeah, this is what I mean
My faith will guide me.
by having 2 HP for this fight.
Nothing will stand in my
And
way.
because they didn't start moving over. The bowmen have a lot of health, but not Dhourn. We'll take him down first. No, why not?
One day, I'll catch a break.
Franca goes down. It is what it is. Survive that one. Thanks, Gale. I was considering using a healing potion, but didn't feel like I needed to, you know? I mean, the Spectator running over there kind of made it so our melee were in a bad position, but it's okay. I'll just pick up this, I guess, since I can't use an action. Just a regular old fireball.
On my word.
Ooh, Carling, that was good. We like to see it.
Got to keep fighting.
We really like to see it.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Good damage. Have a look at it.
The crystal shines only faintly. A memory shard, the wizard had called it.
Probe within. Damn. That's a good first roll of the day.
The crystal's glow swells, drawing you into its depths. You are transported somewhere deep, loud, and hot as the hells themselves. Within the Underdark's bowels, beyond an ancient stronghold, hovers a giant hammer, waiting to fall. An echoing clang, and you're back to yourself, left only with a firm sense of a place, a grand forge.
Grand Forge. I think that was our third piece of this also, right? Yeah. We have the other two. So we can make the Morning Frost, which we're probably not going to use because Gale does have better for what we're doing. Alright, let's get on the road. See what else we can discover down here in this mysterious place.
Don't mind if
I do love the Underdark. Like I said, The Underdark in the 2 zones directly after, which we'll be heading to. Probably my favorite stretch of like zones in this game. Definitely the most unique ones. Almost forgot to loot the Spectator. I think I might as well equip that because I'm not really using this thing anyway.
A brief respite.
Okay, so up this way is the way to the tower, but there is some more stuff to explore first.
Burrow holes of all the markings are being dug by bullets. There's trouble afoot.
Trouble afoot. We already killed the bully. Because it threw me off the cliff.
No, never mind.
It was actually the worst start to the bullet I think I've ever had. And it just so happened to be on the YouTube playthrough.
I applaud your
It's funny. Sometimes I don't need to create the content because the
What's on
content
your
creates
mind?
itself. Like
Swift as my
accidentally
feet
clicking
carry
on Gale.
Bunch of empty boxes and spider webs. Guess Lolth's cultists haven't been back here in a while.
Some gear that will probably end up selling. +1 to stealth, who cares? Gale's getting really inspired today.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
We do have 4 inspiration. Gotta find a reason to spend it.
Looking ahead.
Because I'll be honest, I never came over here either. In any of my playthroughs yet,
Never a
so
dull moment.
I want to experience it. I kinda know what's going on down here because I keep seeing things on the internet, but I've never been down here myself. Balls faithful. This should be interesting at least. New content. Looks like they sacrificed someone. There are a lot of fellas down here. Get Scratch out. We might need him.
Our blood to fill your oceans. O blessed Boal. Our bones to build your temple in the deep.
A wave of pure devotion washes over you, and with every surge, you feel a presence grow in response.
Word, priest. Promises. Your god wants proof. Wants blood.
These beings are Kuatoa, former Mind Flayer's slaves that manifest their gods through sheer belief.
You, our Lord of Murder, demands sacrifice. You will be an offering for the great god Boal.
What have we stumbled in on? Like I said, the rolls today.
That sickle blade, it's no religious totem. It belongs to a common redcap. Fey creatures known for their bloodlust.
Well, priest. Boal wants a sacrifice. Boal wants blood.
Are your followers aware you're just a rabid little fey creature?
Little? I'm a god. And I'm gonna rip you, tear you, wear you for a hat.
In the outburst of emotion, you feel the divine presence falter, then revert to its basic, cruel nature.
Ah, not so big anymore.
Ah, bollocks. Don't do anything hasty now. The fish folk got plenty of power. We can share. Blessed Boal. What? Shut it, you! I'm talking to my chosen. chosen got power. You want power, don't ya?
What kind of power?
That depends on the fish folk, don't it? But plenty to go around.
So these Kuatoa have been slaves to the mind flayers, and now they're slaves to this evil little man. I won't let you enslave them any longer.
Kiss my ass, then. This Lord of Murder likes doing his own dirty work. Kill! Kill for Buell!
And it sucks that this one is right beside me. Might need to take the opportunity to take. Nice. Very good. Get up to the high ground. I'ma focus on Buell. We are out of range of it, but you know, we can still do a lot of damage. A little fireball would go pretty nicely here, I think. We can get everyone as well.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
Do it, Carlick.
Well, well. Look what we have here.
I've read a lot of stories about this guy, and usually because you can sacrifice someone to him and get a permanent buff from what I've read, and usually people sacrifice Will, which isn't very nice, is it? Like, I get it, but damn. Like 30 damage. Now they're frightened.
On the move.
Because Boal is dead. Their god.
Our Lord has been murdered.
Big game
Heating
game.
up.
Very good.
Say bye-bye.
Yeah, this encounter, not that hard, but like I said, I had never done it before, so might as well. I didn't want to sacrifice anyone, so there's only one option there, isn't there?
What to do? Breathe deep and move.
We did it. We took down a god and his fish people. He's not really a god. Cool little thing though. Sickle of Boal. Honestly, I don't know why sickles are even in the game. There's not many sickles and most of them are kind of useless.
That might be worth a look.
Dad, sorry I stopped writing. We ran out of paper on the road. I got this from the druids. Maybe that's why they're so mad at us. I hope this can find you. Zevlor says you got lost and that our old house is gone. But I read the book that says all rivers find their way into the Styx. When you get it, you can write me back in Baldur's Gate, or maybe come to visit. I'll write again when I get more paper. Donnie. That's a nice little message. From Donnie to his dad. Interesting. I don't think it got to his dad unless Dad wound up in here. The ecstasy of murder. Once Bol's favour is quickened within one of his beloved murderers, the bliss of his love is nigh indescribable, for he blesses his loyal with a new sensation, a mindless, instinctual, primal sensation that comes from within the bowels, an erotic spasm that washes over the killer. In the moment of murder, it is said that in that instant, divine essence can almost be tasted. Forsake all other hedonisms, acolytes, for nothing can compare. until the true ecstasies of murder wash over you. Initiates. This scroll contains a prayer. You may say it after a kill, calling for the Lord's disgrace to find its course in your body. Yeah, I don't mind reading things that I haven't ever read when I'm making these videos. It's just... I mostly don't read the messages and stuff that I have read in this game, because it's like, man, I don't want to spend another 40 hours reading like my first playthrough. Anyway, let's get out of here and head down to the tower. Oh, there's one more thing before we go to the tower, I guess. The Underdark holds many secrets. So
A perfect ring of mushrooms. Nature or magic?
Thought that might have done something.
Half this drow's body is crushed. Must have fallen from pretty high up.
Don't know why there's a floating mushroom and money, but I'll take the money.
More for me.
Bit weird.
Glad that caught my eye.
Here we have a little jumping puzzle. I might not be able to make it, so we're gonna have to get the strength characters to do it.
What's this? Let's go!
So this back here is just another way into the Hag's lair. Like a back door. Which is pretty cool that there's multiple ways in. I've never, like, tried to stir up drama by going this way first, but
Never a dull moment.
it's pretty cool.
How much further can I go? Hiding in plain sight. Another illusion. Is anything real down here?
That experience. Yeah, you just go through here and then you're back in her lair. We've pretty much done everything in the Underdark but go to the tower now, so let's go to the tower. I've equipped Shadowheart and Karlach with hammers.
Scorched ground. Better watch out.
Because of this. These turrets. When I first played, I didn't have hammers equipped and I didn't have lightning spells, so these turrets took
Excellent choice.
so long to get past. Fireball can work. This is actually how I had to do it the first time I played. But it's not very effective. She was able to.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Very good. Very good, Karlach. Yeah, when you're playing through blind and you're not prepared for these things,
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
they're a lot. Karlach and Shadowheart definitely not as good as Lae'zel alone here, though. So.
Let's move. Light on my feet.
Lae'zel was taking them down in like one hit.
Wizard's Tower is his sanctum. Private place for research and respite. But as this wizard's not home, I say we take a peek.
No way to ignite these. Strange.
You can jump through the window here, but I feel like it's safer to go in the front. Only a little bit safer. Because when the game auto-saves, kinda makes it unsafe. Get that little bit of lag from the save, and it's like, okay, you can blast it.
Still alive. So
Alright, out of this whole tower, this is the only annoying part of it. Every other part of this tower is pretty cool. Like, I really enjoyed exploring this tower and figuring out everything that was here when I first went through.
Can't slow down.
It was like a good 2 hours of just exploring. Probably shouldn't take that long this time, but
Seems like the owner was quite the literary type.
the first time, definitely.
That chest. I can feel its magic. Did that just transform?
Rubbish in a chest. it turns into actual good loot. Well, not good loot, but, you know, alright loot. We get Mistress Grace at least, which is featherful. Those are pretty useful throughout the whole game.
Nothing's happening. But it doesn't look broken.
See if we can get an Arcane check on it.
This contraption is powered by magic, but its magic seems to be gone. Or dormant.
Alright. Let's sort it out then.
Very well.
Now the way I like sorting it out is to jump down to the bottom of the tower.
You have my attention.
The way we do that, just cast Feverfall. And then jump. But yeah, I like starting from the bottom first. The first time I played through, I didn't. I made my way down here eventually, but I was screwing around in the tower trying to figure everything out. Pick up one of those. Having knowledge when you play this game makes you so much more efficient and everything. Like I'm making these videos and I'm like, man, if I was playing through blind, my YouTube series would be about 20 episodes long by now.
With a flick of the wrist.
Now we're getting there, still, because there is a lot of game, but at least I get to cut out the just wandering around aimlessly. I don't want to bore people with wandering around aimlessly when every other person playing this game has already done that. That's what my VOD series is for. Some withered blue petals on the floor? Interesting. We have a blue flower. Which is all we need for the power. See, if you want to be really sneaky, you can sneak past those turrets and they will turn themselves off when you do this, but we're not a very sneaky team. This place is cool. An introduction to the weave. Gale's all about it. I don't know, we probably won't hit level 6 this episode, but we'll definitely hit level 6 next episode. And that's going to be awesome, because it will mean Ranger will be level 5, and I can get my second attack. Having another attack is massive in this game. I guess massive in D&D. I wouldn't know. I had never played Dungeons and Dragons or any type of game like this before Baldur's Gate 3. Came into this game completely fresh to D&D and managed to beat it on Tactician on my first playthrough, so I guess I'm not that bad at it. Like, there was a lot of learning in the beginning, though. Like, many hours of reading everything.
Arcane lights, of course.
Reading all the tooltips, reading all the, like, examinations when you click on a boss. Many hours on that first playthrough.
Strange place for a button, especially one that doesn't work.
This button is... In my last episode, there was a place where I could dig up the grave. If you do dig up the grave and use that button, you do actually get a reward. I'm not going to spoil it, but for anyone that wants to look at that.
Seems simple enough.
A lot of notes here. And they are important. As you would expect when you come into a mage's library, though, you know. A bunch of notes that are important.
The disc is formed from slate and engraved with Githyanki writing. You examine them closely, but can't make much sense of them. Using the cipher you found, you might be able to reveal the disc's meaning.
Let's have an investigation first. It's only a 20. Unlucky.
No matter how hard you try, you can't make any sense of the symbols. You should take the disc to Lae'zel. She might know more about it.
How about we use the cipher?
A pattern forms as you gaze at the disc, and from within that pattern, a story emerges. The Prince of the Comet, Part 1. So it was that we were free from Ghaik shackles and turned our blades on each other. The heavens were shattered, and one great empire was divided in two. Gith traveled to the Hells to broker help for her people, her cause. Vlaakith would have you believe Mother Gith proclaimed her our queen. Lies. Gith made no such proclamation. Vlaakith seized the empire against the mother's wishes. But Gith had nurtured a son, Orpheus, Prince of the Comet, the true heir. He knew Vlaakith's treachery. Orpheus rallied Gith's honor guard and declared the throne for himself. The War of the Comet had begun. It's an intriguing tale, and a forbidden one, given how expertly it was encoded. Lae'zel will surely want to know of this.
Very intriguing. On my first playthrough, I actually didn't even come across this quest and these ciphers. I just missed them. There's like 3 in the game throughout. 2 of them are in Act 1 and 1's in Act 2. But I just never found any of these. They definitely help with the overall story if you find them, I feel. They're not needed, but they're definitely helpful. Alright, one more floor to go up, so let's go up there.
New sounds to the damp and dark oppression break. Is it the foe? That foul, contemptuous heel?
You know these words. They are from the opening stanza of a play you found in this very tower.
Or art thou, friend, a rescue from my lonely wake?
Come out of love for me, not love for blood and steel. Command as you see fit, my lord, my liege.
Don't get me wrong. I love poetry as much as an ex-wizard, but using it to command an automaton seems a bit self-indulgent to me.
How can I trust? How will I ever know? How can I show myself, my darkest me?
You do not the deepest secret show. Reveal the truth. Do what you wish to see.
Now we get the guiding light, which is useful. But we've got more to do up here before we use that. Picked up the parchments instead of reading it, is what this. Now you can actually fight this robot and his robot friends. Pretty challenging if you are not prepared for it.
Looking ahead.
And over here, there is an item. You sit on this chair.
What's this feeling of power?
Like, whoa, I got 21 strength. That's weird.
It's gone. I felt so strong. Where did that come from?
You can break that still and get an item, but I'm not going to use it in this playthrough, so I can't really be bothered. But, you know, it doesn't really matter. Talk to Bernard some more.
Command as you see fit, my lord, my liege.
The silence stretches on. I'm all alone. Please, can I hold your hands for just a while?
Of course, my love. Don't be afraid, sweet girl. What can I do? Say, would you like a hug?
I would love a hug, Bernard.
Come here. For just a moment. Let it out.
His arms are too tight and too low for a comfortable hug, as if he's meant to be embracing someone slightly shorter.
Remember, you are loved little so much. You're doing great. And everyone will be so proud of you. As I already am.
It's always good to take a hug when you're offered one, you know? These empty sheets are all that's left of you, the last of all the thoughtless gifts you give.
I'll hold it to them. It's all that I can do. I can't throw them away. I've never been that brave.
Thank you. Pretty sure that's just a healing potion, yeah. Now the other option I have is to fight him, but like I said, I don't really care to.
Must have been linked to that button.
Yeah, we equip the ring and we get a basement. Very useful. Always, that table always starts jumping around when you take those spores. Some good lore in here though. And that's why I spent over 2 hours in here the first time, just reading through everything and looking for everything. Good place for exploration, this place. But that's pretty much all the exploration we need to do there, so let's head back to the Mycan colony and talk to Omeluum.
Should mind my step.
Get his quest done.
I greet you, child of the sun. How has your search for the mushrooms fared?
I have the mushrooms you were looking for.
These are fine specimens. It will only take me a moment to brew them to proper potency.
Omeluum turns away to prepare the potion, lost in its own musings.
You must drink the entire draught. I can make no promises as to its taste.
Well, hopefully it's delicious. What exactly is it going to do to me?
It will lower the psionic defenses around the lava. If I cannot remove it, I may still be able to tell you more about its origin.
Well, without the insight, I guess all we have to do is drink the potion.
The potion is disgusting beyond description. The only mercy is that it goes down quickly.
Not a drop left. Very good. As the potion influences your mind, you may find yourself acting irrationally. Try and stay focused.
The world loses its edges, its finer boundaries. You are fluid, but trapped like a creature suspended in amber.
We're becoming the Witcher. Focus on the present. Some resistance from Shadowheart. Thankfully our rolls today have been mostly good.
A few sparks and colors dance around Omeluum, but you stay steady and staring ahead. The tadpole spasms, seizes. It's fighting the potion even harder than you are. Fear pierces your mind like knives of ice. The parasite digs deeper, as if it needs to hollow out your skull.
I'll resist the panic from within. Oof, that was a close one.
The cold blades lose their edge. You are stalwart, turning that tide of fear against itself. The parasite swells with power, more power than you have ever felt before. It surges and twists, lashing out against that which would dare to intrude. The parasite in your mind quiets, pleased with itself.
Omeluum, are you well?
That lava is like nothing I have ever observed before. Its power is unsettling.
I know. I felt it grow inside me. There's more power than ever.
Such an outcome was not in my calculations. There is more to this being than mere stasis.
So I went through all this and the tadpole still lodged in my brain.
Indeed. Although I may have another solution, albeit a temporary one. I possess a ring of mind shielding. It prevents elder brains from noticing my presence. It will not remove the lava, but it will limit its influence, both positive and negative. I would offer it as a gift, but in truth, the ring is priceless. Is there anything you could offer me in turn?
Why didn't you mention the ring before the potion debacle?
Because removal seemed preferable to negation. And I must admit, I was curious to study the tadpole myself.
How about I tell you about the Nautiloid, every last detail?
A fascinating topic indeed. What can you tell me?
Hey, we get advantage here because we read things. Very good. We're gonna need it.
What a brilliant experience. To feel one step closer to my ancestors is a fine gift indeed. Here, it is yours.
Thanks, mate.
May it serve you as well as it has served me.
That could mean any number of things.
Of course, the lava remains. Be ever vigilant of its growth.
Will do. Now he has a really amazing necklace, Pearlescent Restoration. Basically just allows you to get a spell slot back every long rest. So we're gonna take that. Alright, let's do a long rest. And then wrap it up for this episode. Pretty productive episode, I'd say. We basically went through all of the Underdark. We can be happy with that. Next episode, we get to go to the next awesome zone. Like I said, we'll bring this episode to a close there. Pretty productive. You know, we basically found all the secrets of the Underdark and even a new encounter that I hadn't had before, so yay. I think I've got like 250 hours in this game now between all of my playthroughs, and it's the first time I've come across wow. I do wonder how many more encounters there are that I haven't seen, because even in my Dark Urge playthrough, I'm closing in on the end of Act 2. And a lot of the encounters, while they've been similar, have been different in a way because of choices that I've made. So crazy how many different things can happen in this game just because of choices you made. But anyway, next time we will go to the next zone. A pretty awesome place. We're probably going to spend a few episodes in that zone, so get ready for that. Thanks for watching once more. Hope you all have a great night or day depending on when you're watching this video. And I will see you all in the next one.